Time to get back to work. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 106 of this car rebuild series on my 2003 Jaguar S-Type 4.2 V8 Sport. Today I'm gonna attempt a quite challenging task, which is extracting broken bolts. I've prepared standard hand tools as well as specialized bolt extracting equipment, and we'll see which one will get the job done. Here's one spinning cross member in place, connecting the wheel well areas with 2 bolts on either side, 4 in total. You may still remember that I snapped not only one, but also a second bolt. Let's first attempt the one here on passenger side. Its surface looks quite slick, but here's a portion I could get a hold on. The first method mentioned in all those tutorials is rotating the bolt out with the help of a chisel. I can't imagine I could be successful that way, but let's give it a try. This only seems to work on bolts which are not stuck, but for what reason should the bolt snap if it isn't? You may ask yourself why I tried to turn it in a clockwise direction. It's simply because I switched perspective first, so it should be much easier to screw it back in than to get all the rusty threads through the bolt hole. So let's try to solve this problem from underneath somehow. I will first give my water pump pliers a try. Unfortunately, there's no threads on the lower portion. No chance. I don't want to give up already. Maybe there's one more way to get this out with standard tools. I try to get this slot as deep as possible without hurting the paint. So that's the maximum I could achieve without further damaging the paint. The slot's a little tight, but this may even be an advantage. And now I'm gonna use my manual impact driver, which can be adjusted from left to right direction, because as mentioned before, I want to get this into the hole and not out. Actually, the bolt was moving a tiny bit, but look what happened to my impact driver. No chance. I will now have to utilize the most expensive of my extractor kits. This of course requires drilling a hole into the center portion, which would be impossible with this slot here on the side. With the bit as a guide, this works fine. I even went for cutting paste, but need to be careful that my girlfriend doesn't use this on her lips. Yeah, this looks quite centered. Still need to keep this drill intact for the second bolt. I put duct tape around here to see when it's around 1 centimeter inside the hole. It doesn't go further in. The hole's actually a little off center towards this side, and I almost cut through the threads, so there's obviously no way besides drilling all the way through and removing the remains afterwards somehow. And this should enable me now to use the size 4 extractor from inside the wheel well. This wasn't in far enough, so let's give it a second try. As you can see, I was now able to insert the extractor from above. Yes, again, the extractor is turning, but not the bolt. This bolt, and I'm afraid also the threads have to go now. I increased the size to 5.5 millimeters. I've now got half an hour off camera. Hey, I was lucky now. Only little scratches here and there, besides the damaged drill, which is now sticking inside the bolt hole, which I should be able to attempt from underneath. This happened because I forgot using the guide when first attempting the hole with a bigger drill. It only has been this tiny piece. I caused a tiny dent as well, but this can be addressed from inside the wheel well. Unfortunately, I have no second 6mm drill on hand, and increasing the bolt hole size by 1mm at once isn't possible, I guess, which means I have to take a break, but we'll continue working on Easter Monday already. See you back on my channel. Goodbye.